Hey y'all, Chevman 77 here. That's short for Chevman 1977. That's where you can find me on my YouTube. Soon to possibly maybe go to TikTok. I don't know. We'll see. My son tells me that's where all of the fame and glory is. We'll see. But anyway, so what you're looking at right here is you're looking at a budget EDC sling slash what are these things called? Fanny pack. So it can be a fanny pack or a sling. Champion. I found this thing at Ross for $4.99. The color is not necessarily my color, but $4.99, I can live with it. Okay. But let's see what I have now. What I've been doing with this thing is I've been carrying this around like on Saturdays or Sundays when I'm running to the grocery store or just like running around. I carry this around with me. And let's see what I got in here. So, budget EDC glasses. No, I got these somewhere for super cheap. I think that they're cool. Just my eyes, when the sun be on my eyes, real heavy, I have to have something to knock the sun down. And I like to have these in my pack just to knock the sun off me just a little bit. Um, my little repurposed little deal that my wife gave me here with some band-aids and just little basic first aid stuff. You never know when you're going to need some first aid stuff. Clorox wipes. So if I need to wipe down um, I don't know, doorknob or something that's nasty. Um, Basic Bic pen. Never know when you need a pen. Sharpie. Never know when you need a Sharpie. Um, One of these little rechargeable little batteries that I got at work for free. They gave them to us for free. Some headphones. These are just some simple skull candies. I got these maybe a couple years ago off of Amazon, refurbished. I swear I probably paid 25 bucks for them. They're refurbished. They work just fine for when you're somewhere, you're super bored. You want to slap those in your ear so nobody can listen to what you're looking at on YouTube or whatever. Got my little nicotine pouches. Those are always fun. Um, a knife, just a simple Ozark Trail, something to cut something open, or just something simple to the point. Ozark Trail. I showed these on my very first video that I put out. These are $5.94 at Walmart. I picked up these. I was at this little camping outdoor store called Recreation Outlet. They may have them where you live. They may not. They have a lot of inexpensive camping gear and stuff like that there. But these right here were $1. This isn't going to save my life, but you never know when you're going to need some tweezers or something like that. Stick that in there. Of course, my pen light. Love these. Walmart, $1.97. Every time I'm in Walmart, I stop over there and I pick up at least two of them. I pick up at least two. I have these stuck around everywhere. Cars, trucks, drawers, on top of hutches. They're everywhere. My house is flooded with these things. I just gave one to my son just yesterday. Another pen. I don't know why I have two, but I do. But I found this at Walmart. It's a little screwdriver, little budget EDC screwdriver. And I'll tell you the name of it because I have one in another pack over here that's not open yet. But I've actually used this a couple of times. It has a Phillips Zero 1/8 and a Phillips 1 5/32. Something like this, you may never use it or you may use it every day, but it's good to have a little screwdriver in your pocket. It's great to have a screwdriver in your pocket. This has double side flathead and Phillips on both sides. I've actually used this thing a few times for just little tiny little stuff, digging stuff out, prying stuff open. Works perfect. Oh, and a whistle. You never know when you're gonna need. This is a real whistle. On one of my videos, I have a watch that has a whistle on it, and that thing is like toot 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 toot. This thing goes. Let's see. Yeah, you'll get hurt with this. And I just picked this up at that recreation outlet, and I think it was $1, and I think I bought 2 or 3 of those. So for that pack right there, you could be into this pack for, I mean, let's see, 5, 10. Let's just say, let's say 15. Like 40. I mean, you could be into a pack, something like this for around, $40. And most of the stuff if you look through your house, I guarantee you can find EDC stuff in your house, in drawers, in dressers, nightstands, and and just sitting around and just get you a little budget EDC together. Now, let's move on to this pack. I haven't even used this yet, but I'm so excited to use this thing. This is going to be, I'm going to put this in my 92 Chevy. In the front. They call it a waist pack. We call them fanny packs from the era that I come from. Ozark Trail. These are $6. Okay. Had to get it. It has a zipper. And the reason why this zipper isn't opening is because this thing right here is stopping it. So I have to pull this out. 3.5 liters. So it's actually pretty big. Has cushioning back here. A little hanging strap. The fanny pack go around your waist, or you can use it like a sling, like that first one that I showed. $6. And let's see what I got in this thing. So I got a knife. This knife comes from that recreation outlet. It was on sale. It was $12 on sale. This is a 12 Survivor's knife. I didn't just get this knife because it was cheap. Like the price of it was cheap. I got this knife because it's actually pretty freaking sturdy. I don't know how it's gonna hold a actual an edge, but for $12 to have in your truck for when you're impromptu hit a trail, and in Utah, I'm sorry guys, but in Utah, you can impromptu hit a trail any day of any week, of any month, of any year. So when I say impromptu hit a trail, you can impromptu hit a trail in Utah, straight up. Colorado, New Mexico, Idaho, Nevada, outside of Vegas. But even in Vegas, outside of Las Vegas, people don't know that there are, like, you can go skiing, Mount Charleston. You can be out in the desert and hit trails and go for days on trails. But anyway, impromptu, something to have that would, cut a little branch or cut some rope, or, I mean, if you even had to cut into some meat or actually protect yourself in some way, this thing is stout and it has like a little ridge. I don't know what this ridge is for. It's for something, maybe breaking glass. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Breaking glass. I'm making up stuff for this to be used for, but it seems like it might be for breaking glass. It comes with a pretty sturdy little pouch right here that has a clip on, so you could run that through. Like if you wanted it to be on the outside of this pack that has these little deals like this, you could have it on the outside of that pack. But super dope, 12 bucks. This is a headlight I've been having sitting around my house. I bought this thing years and years ago. I love a headlamp. I love to have my hands free. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 flashing red light. That's always good to have. So 4 functions on it. It runs off of 3 AA batteries. And I have, these are all rechargeable ones. Harbor Freight rechargeable ones. They have them on sale actually right now. It's January 27th or 28th today. I think it's the 28th. They have these on sale until February 4th for a pack of them. And I don't know how many's in the pack, but I know it's more than 4 and it's probably less than 10. But they're on sale right now for like $6 for the pack, rechargeable. Go over to Harbor Freight, pick those up. This is Avalanche. I don't know where I got this. I might have gotten it at Wal-Mart a while back. Here's that Pro 4 Tactical. And I keep saying that stuff came in, with these watches or this in these packs. But this is one of those, they call them a plasma lighter. And they run on electricity. There's electricity in there. And it charges up. It has an actual charging port, but you can light a fire with this thing. Oh, there's the charging port thing right here. USB. It's not a C. It's just a regular old school USB charger port thing on there. I've already charged it one time. I actually used it to light some paper, to light my smoker in my barbecue pit, and it works pretty good. And it's actually made from some pretty sturdy material. This Pro 4 Tactical, I'm in with this Pro 4 Tactical. And I went on their actual website, and they have a lot of things on there. Okay, it's not their website. It's a company I found called Runners. So I guess you could look up runners.com. But Runners actually has all of this Pro 4 Tactical stuff on there, and it's $5, $4, whatever. No, I mean, they have stuff that's around $12, but if you're trying to get a little budget EDC together, you spend you $20, you got a couple items, you're good to go. But this thing is cool. I didn't even know these even existed before I mean, I knew they existed, but not in this form. I've seen them to light cigars and stuff before, but not in that form. Flashlight. Now, this is one of the first flashlights that I bought around here. I've had this flashlight for, not the first flashlights, but this is one of my original flashlights. It has this tactical head on there for hitting and protection. It zooms in and out. It zooms, what does it say? 1, 250, 500, and 1,000 times. So it zooms at 5 meters. Has a square, so when you turn it on, it has the flood beam, and it zooms down to like a square, like this. Boom, 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 like that. I like a bigger size flashlight, even though I love a small flashlight, and I think small flashlights are dope. In my heart, I love a bigger flashlight. And this case has been recycled from something else. I always hold on to these. I don't throw them away no matter how cheap they are. But I just stuck this in here. It has a belt loop, and then it has this clasp right here. And I think that's for putting it through stuff like this. Great little flashlight. Can't remember how much I paid, but if you guys know me, you know me. I didn't pay a shitload for it. So this was in my first video, um, Gordon razor knife, pretty sturdy, completely made out of aluminum. I've used it. You look at it, you can tell I've used the crap out of it. I got to put a new blade on it. It's always good to have your razor knife on you. I may have paid $5 for this when Harbor Freight has their little sales where you take the little coupon in. Um, so we'll put this back in here, and I do have a battery. I do have a battery that will go into this pack, and this is the battery that'll go into this pack right here. Um, I actually I actually traded somebody for this for a smaller one. He bought this and didn't like it. It was too large. I love these large ones. Just because of the simple fact of I don't like to charge them all the time. Like those small ones, you have to charge them. This one has an Apple end on it, and it has a uh, regular USB, like the old school type of USB, and it has a USB-C on it, which I love. And I haven't got a chance. This is where you charge it at right here. And then you can charge it on, I guess, both of those or the USB, regular USB. But this will go in that pack right here. I actually was charging it. I just barely traded the guy the other day for the one I had. I got me some old school skull candies. I've had these. I actually got these refurbished. On Amazon, they have a refurbished section. So stuff like this will go in and either people return it because they don't like it or something's going on with it, but they'll refurbish them. And once they refurbish them, they put them back out. And I think I paid 12 or $15 for these. They've worked. I've had them for actually like at least 3 years, close to 4 years. And I got this idea from putting headphones in my pack from Marine X. Marine X is my guy. Shout out to Marine X. Maybe other people are doing it, but that's who I personally got the idea to just put some of my old headphones in a pack. So shout out to Marine X. Appreciate you. You guys go check his videos out. He doesn't. He does some budget stuff, but not this budget. Um, and so me personally, you could never have too many knives in a pack. I love it. Have a bunch of knives. Here again, Ozark Trail 564. It is a fixed blade. I love a fixed blade. Fixed blades are cool. This size right here, this is going to be a 1, 2, like a 2.5 or a 3-inch blade. The blade still isn't something to write home to your mom about, but it'll get you through in a pinch or a bind. Um, it has this. It has this little case that it came with right here. Inside of this fabric deal, there is a plastic little Kydexy. I know it's not Kydex, but it's Kydexy type of material in there for this knife to go into. Has a snap. It'll hang on your belt. I don't like them to hang on the belt like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rig up some paracord. I'm going to rig up some paracord, and I got to do some research and look on YouTube and find out how I can rig up some paracord so I can actually hook it to something. But it will stay in this pack. To be honest with you, this is going to stay in that pack. Don't listen to what I'm saying. Sharpie. Never know when you're going to have to mark something. A flashlight. Got this at O'Reilly's. It was on sale for like $3 on the clearance rack. I I personally can never have enough flashlights. I like the different ones. I like these pin ones. I like the way they fit in a pocket, the way they fit in a bag and they go to the bottom of the bag. And I like the color on this. And it puts out enough beam to where you can see what you got going on. You can put it in your mouth or hold it like on your shoulder or whatever, just in case. But it's always good to have a backup light of some sort. Walmart, here we go. Walmart. These I these are $1.97 also, just like the other pin lights they have. Haven't actually used this, but let's use it. So it is a little illuminating little clip light, good for tents. I have one in both of my trucks hanging from my visor. So whenever I don't feel like turning on the full light in there, just get a little bit of light inside of there. For a couple bucks, what do you do? You know what I mean? For a couple bucks, what do you do? And this thing has three functions. So it has that one, a dimmer light, and then a flashing light. So if you need to be seen, you have a flashing light and it goes off. But this little clip, I like this thing. Cool. You're riding a bike, you can have a flashing light. So this is going to be for my impromptu going out on trails and stuff like that. Even though I have another trail bag, I like to have many different trail bags. But I was at this place called Cal Ranch Store. They may have them where you live, they may not. And these were on sale for $5. They were blowing them out. There was two left. I bought both of the two. This is what you call the Outdoor Edge Chow Pal. It has a fork. It has a little multi-tool for like bolts and nuts, a can opener, um, you could use this for a basic pry bar. The steel isn't that hard, but it would pry bar, fork, knife. And I was kind of like checking out. Oh, and then the knife has like a little locking feature on it. See? Has a locking feature. You push that down and then you can close it, but it actually locks pretty sturdy. And I haven't cut anything, but I mean, it cuts pretty good. It's made out of stainless steel, so it may or may not keep a blade for that long. And then if you look right here, it has a little safety feature, so that you won't accidentally cut yourself. And a spoon, and I'm sure with this spoon you can do multiple things. But I thought that this was cool. For $5, that's a deal and a freaking half. And I guess this is going to be a longer video. But look, it comes with a nice little orange, little high visibility bag that keeps it nice and neat, keeps it out of the way. And last but not least, in this pack, I went out on a limb with this thing. So this is the Kodiak. I don't know the model of this thing, but I thought this thing was so cool when I seen it. It was on sale for $19.99. I told you guys I don't like these. I I like a bigger flashlight, but I also like a smaller flashlight, just not as much as a bigger flashlight. Um, this thing is cool, and the main reason why I picked this up is I seen a bunch of guys, specifically, what is his name? Marine X, of course, but then I also seen this particular flashlight on Best Damn EDC. And I think that guy's name is Taylor Martin. Taylor Martin actually went in and went on a budget. You know, his budget is out of my range. And he found this light right here. But this is the Kodiak. No, do I need to charge it? Does it need a charging? Huh. Too. Yep, it needs a charging. Oh no, there it goes. So this thing puts out some juice. Okay, you got to click it twice. But this thing puts off some juice, boy, like some major juice. And it has super bright setting. I think they call that turbo. Less bright, like dim. And it goes on a bunch of hours if you keep it on the dim and not the turbo. It does have a magnet. It does have a magnet. It is magnetic, so you can actually hang it, and it's a pretty strong magnet. It's going, under holding on to that pretty good. It may look like it was falling off, but it's holding pretty good. Only thing that I don't like about this thing is the proprietary charger. That means I always have to have this particular charger on me at all times for this thing to actually be charged. For me, that is, I'm going to lose this. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to misplace it. I'm going to lose it. Then this flashlight will be not. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's see something. Before I say and run my mouth, let's see something. So that battery, here's the battery. This is a proprietary battery, lithium ion. You won't be able to just get a battery this size because that's not a double A, that's not a triple A. So yeah, I will get back to you guys on this and let you know how ridiculous I am. But in my life, stuff like this I lose. But what I liked is this clips on a baseball cap. It has the backwards clip on it, and it'll clip on a baseball cap and be basically like a headlight. So that means I'm redundant, and I got two headlights, but I don't care. Sometimes you just got to be redundant. But this thing is cool, 19 bucks. 19 bucks, it's cool. It'll get you through. So that's everything in that pack. A little bit more, but still budget. You don't have to have everything that I have in this pack, but most of the stuff I already had it, and I've only gone and bought only a few newer things, not a whole bunch of stuff. May look like I'm buying a bunch of stuff, but I actually I've had all of this stuff, most of this stuff, not all, but most of this stuff for a pretty long time. But look at that pack, man. That thing holds together, and it's made out of good parachute material, like that stuff they make out of hammocks, make hammocks out of. That's dope. I wish I knew how to make these. If I knew how to make these, I'll make these. And I have my mother-in-law. She's actually going to teach me how to sew, which I'm going to do a quick video on what I'm going to do with that setup, with the sewing. I'll do that video right after I'm done with this video, and I'm almost done, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. So now, this is the one that I'm most excited about. So, I got this at Recreation Outlet. I paid $8 for this thing. Okay, they say the list price is $19.99. It is a Terrapin large carry-all pouch. It's 10 by 4 by 6. Has a handle on it. It's made from fairly decent material. I mean, you could get more heavy duty than this. But I don't think that, I think that it actually is going to work out pretty good. So it has a fairly decent zipper. I'm worried if this zipper is going to stand up to the test of time. If it doesn't, then we'll move on and figure out, see if we can fix it. But there's a few things about this pack I like. I like the color. I like the black. I like this part of it. It looks cool. Terrapin Stationers and Engraving Company, established in 1913. Okay, let's see what I have in this baby. So this one right here is going to be a pack that I put on my ATVs, and this is going to go with me when I go on my ATVs. I have some 1991 and 92 Honda 300s, two-wheel drive. I've had them for years. I got a screaming deal on them. Love those ATVs. Um, but this is what's going to go in my little pack that I have back there to go with me just in case something happens. And everything that's in here isn't necessarily what's going to be in here. There may be more, there may be less. There's probably going to be mostly all different stuff. I just like to show for a budget EDC what you actually can get for $8. Okay, but here's that Outdoor Edge Chow Pal. This is how it comes. Like I said, this was on clearance for $5 at that place. I bought two of them. Mealtime multi-tool. Whether you're living on a Kino while trekking across the Andes or car camping with a 5-star spread, the Chow Pal is a mealtime multi-tool that makes eating easy and convenient. Dig in. I already ran through all the features on that, so we'll leave that alone. So Timu. Now, I think this thing was $8. I may have wasted money. I thought it had a knife on there, and I could swear it had a knife on there, but it doesn't. This is a multi-tool. It's a multi-tool, and I'm on the fence about this thing. I don't know if I wasted my $8, but $8 is $8. So it has a some pliers, and I mean they seem pretty sturdy. I wouldn't bet my life on these things. They are oiled. There, if you look and see, there's a bunch of oil on there. They are oiled. It is so the pliers. I would love if this thing had a knife on it, but it doesn't have an actual knife. What it has is it has this thing and these bits. So it's a bit multi-tool, and with this, you take this, put this side on here like this, and it has a bunch of different, ends and stuff to it, bits to it, and so I guess this is really what the main deal of this is the screwdriver and those pliers. So it turns to a pretty sturdy screwdriver. Okay, so maybe this is gonna be okay. But I got it off Temu and it was $8. Hate to waste, but we'll see. I'm gonna put it to the test. I'm gonna put this thing to the test. But it has that bit driver and it has a can opener slash pry tool slash, I guess you could use that for a flathead. And then another canish opener, something opener, and another pry slash flathead. I don't know. We'll see how this works. It looks pretty. It looks pretty cool. It's heavy duty. Not heavy duty. It has weight to it. So we'll see how that we'll see how that folds out. I'll put it to his test. I promise you. I'll put it to his test. The material's made out of pretty decent. This right here, I mean, I won't throw it away. And of course, my little 4-in-1 mini screwdriver, like I showed you guys in the last pack. I love these things. They were just a couple bucks at Walmart, and you can find them on walmart.com. And that'll tell you exactly what the price of it is. Um, Here's a little knife sharpener. I will be using this a little bit later. 2-stage knife sharpener from Ozark Trail. These were $4 or $5. Don't quote me on that though. But it's great to have a knife sharpener. I actually need one in each one of these packs. Now I've had this guy. I've had this guy forever. This is just a little basic little fold out little shovel. Here in Utah in the wintertime, you can get stuck in snow. This isn't going to do a whole lot, but you can get stuck in mud. You can get bogged down. And like I told you guys, I'd be outside. But just a little shovel in there. Here's the end to it. Here's the top, and on the top it has a knife and a fire starter. Seems like this is going to be a whistle. They love to put whistles. Yeah, they love to put a good whistle on something, on these outdoor things. Glass breaker slash impeller. They go on the end. Maybe I'll do a video at some point showing how all this stuff works on that. Tissue paper left over from the pandemic when there was no tissue paper. This is the type of tissue paper that they use to wipe in China. So I've had this since like 2019, and I'm not throwing it away. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna keep this around. Chinese. A torch. Always good to have a torch. Found these at 7-Eleven. They were like $10. I bought 2 of them, as a matter of fact, but not on the same trip. And one thing I like is they're refillable. Oh, here's my little 11-in-1 pocket knife, $2.99 at Burlington Coat Factory. When I see stuff like this, I pick it up. I did a video on how this thing actually works, and not the best quality, but it's a knife. I did cut something with this knife on one of my other videos. Let's see. Yeah, that ripped more than cut. That ripped more than it cut. But who cares? Budget. I'll live with it. Headphones. I think I just dropped those in there on accident, to be completely honest with you. Black tape, electrical tape. It's good. Have a wound or something. I think you might even be able to get this tight enough to do a kind of a low budget tourniquet. If it's not a super deep of a cut to stop some bleeding. That's Recreation Outlet. Uh, Here's another one of my little favorite lights. I love these little lights. And I'm going to use it here in a second too. And then My big boy. I love these big boys. Love these Lux Pro. The thing I like about this is it's rechargeable. It's off the old USB recharging deal. But if you look, that thing puts off some good light right there. And I think I paid $20 for two of these at a place that I delivered to at work. He plugged me up. He hooked me straight up. So I bought two of them. But I like a big flashlight, man. Love a big flashlight. Like the way they're weighted. And here's the thing I like about this pack right here. Look at that. Look at that. That's stylish. So for $7, you make you feel like you're living in the high life right there with that. But anyway, it's actually $8. But anyway, guys, I'm starting to drone on and moan on and go on. Talk, 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 talk. But this is my budget EDC pack right here. Budget EDC. You get in it. It may not save your life, but it might save your life. And get you through some hard times. But that's what's in these budget EDC packs right here. Years in the making. So as time moves on and I find budget stuff, I will be letting you guys know. As I fill up and do my budget packs, like I'm gonna do a hunting budget pack for hunters. I'm not gonna go like ridiculously budget because when you are hunting, when it comes to your knives and stuff like that, you need somewhat up to date stuff that's not going to necessarily break on you. But when it comes to the pack itself, I'm going to do my best to find, a budget and put together a budget hunting pack. And I have a couple other packs downstairs in my little man cave that I'm getting together, that I will bust out and we'll go through those. And then I have my 3-day camping, hiking, backpacking in backpack that is full of stuff, but it took me about 3 or 4 years to get that thing together. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for supporting me. Like, subscribe, tell people to subscribe. And I always love getting your guys' advice. I've gotten advice on a few knives from a few guys that have watched. Maybe it was a lady, I don't know, but a few people that have watched my videos. And I will be purchasing those within the next 2 to 3 weeks, if not both, one of them. And you guys have a great day and enjoy your life. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.